Is Samsung copying Apple with its new Galaxy S26 series? That's what many tech fans are wondering after seeing leaks showing some design changes that look a lot like the iPhone 17 lineup. Images of the Galaxy S26 models, especially one in orange, have been making the rounds online, and the similarities are hard to ignore. But is Samsung really following Apple's style, or are both companies just going in the same design direction naturally? Let's talk about what's really going on. First, there are a couple of major design updates in the Galaxy S26 series that remind people of Apple's latest iPhones. The first change is in the shape of the phone itself. According to leaks, the Galaxy S26 Ultra will have slightly rounder edges compared to the sharp, boxy look of the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Some people like this change because it makes the phone more comfortable to hold. Others say they prefer the older, flat-edge style that looked more professional. Either way, this new shape isn't really an Apple invention. Many phone makers use rounded edges to make their devices easier to grip. The second design update comes from the Galaxy S26 Edge leaked. Images show a new camera setup on the back that looks very similar to Apple's iPhone 17 Pro. The camera module is larger, more symmetrical, and stands out more than before. Some people think it looks neat and balanced, while others feel Samsung is losing its own style. But this might not be about copying. It could just be about fitting bigger camera sensors and other hardware more efficiently. Now, about that bright orange Galaxy S26 Ultra that everyone's talking about. An image showing this cosmic orange color went viral online, and it looked almost identical to the iPhone 17 Pro's orange version. The picture came from a well-known leaker, Ice Universe, but he later clarified that the image was fake. It was made using AI to look real. So that specific orange shade doesn't actually exist, however. Samsung is still expected to release an orange color option for the S26 Ultra, just not the same one as Apple's. The shade could look closer to the orange used on the Galaxy S24 Ultra, or even a red orange like the S23 Ultra. So yes, there will likely be an orange version, but not the one you saw in that viral image. The truth is, color trends in smartphones often overlap. We've seen purple, green, gold, and now orange appear across different brands. These choices aren't about copying each other, they're about following what's popular and eye-catching. A bright color like orange stands out in stores and looks unique on display, so it makes sense why multiple companies might go for it at the same time. So, is Samsung copying Apple? Not really. While Samsung has followed Apple's footsteps before, like removing the charger from the box, the current changes don't seem like direct imitation. Things like smoother edges, bigger camera islands, and trendy colors are all part of the natural design evolution of smartphones. For example, the iPhone 17 Pro isn't the first phone to have a rectangular camera island. Many Android brands did that years ago. Samsung's changes in the S26 Edge likely focus on better space use and internal organization, not copying Apple's design. And as for the rounder design of the S26 Ultra, that shift actually started with the S25 Ultra. Samsung began softening the corners back then, and now they're taking it a step further to make the phone more comfortable. In the smartphone world, it's normal to see design similarities. Companies often take inspiration from each other or follow the same industry trends. It doesn't mean one is copying the other, it just means they're both trying to make their devices better. At the end of the day, Samsung's goal with the Galaxy S26 lineup seems to be creating a cleaner, smoother, and more user-friendly design. It's about refinement, not imitation. Both Samsung and Apple are focused on making their phones more attractive, comfortable, and modern, and sometimes that means their designs naturally overlap. So, while the S26 series might look a little like the iPhone 17 lineup, the reason behind these changes seems practical. Samsung wants its phones to look and feel better, not to copy anyone. After all, design trends in tech often move in cycles, and what matters most is not who did it first, but who does it better.